Good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. Tonight, I'm going to talk about demographic time bomb. It's an abstract title, so I put a definition: the pain of an aging population. Our world is changing. Do you know that the average population around Canada, or if you put it globally, you're looking at close to 40 years old now. That's the average population age. But this is changing. In 20 years' time, the majority of our population will be close to 55. And that's very alarming. It's like a time bomb. But to understand that, how it's going to affect our economy, how it's going to affect our social impact, and how it's going to affect our health care, I'm going to mention that to you today. But first of all, I want to present to you a phrase by Muhammad Ali. How do you define aging? Age, according to him, is whatever you think you are. So if you think you're how old, and that's exactly what you are. That's Muhammad Ali, but that's not his picture. You see the chart here. The majority, the age group is about 40 to 45 in the States back in 2000. And same as Europe, except the developing countries, they are a lot younger. So affecting the developed countries will be a big problem in 20 years' time. The bulk will be shifted to almost 55 to 60. And that will be a time bomb. So today, I'm going to talk about three things. How it's going to affect our health policies. I have to explain what baby boomers are. It refers to the age group born between 46 and 64. During that era, if you were born there, your parents, they're very hardworking people. They tend to have kids earlier. And average children born per family is 3.5. Today, the X or Y generation, these people are educated more, they travel more, and they start the family much later, and they're more educated. So how is it going to affect our health policy? Just think. In 20 years' time, the average population is 50 years old, 55, and there will be a lot more seniors. According to Statistics Canada, 65 years old require 5 times the amount to care for a young person. So it will create a big problem in our health care. In 15 to 20 years' time, you need more hospital beds, more senior homes, and more nursing homes. And you don't want to go to the hospital to wait too long. You think it's long now? Wait until 20 years' time or 15 years. Next, how is it going to affect our productivity or our economy? As I mentioned before, if a baby boomer, husband and wife, they're going to retire in 10 or 15 years' time. They only have 1.5 children. How does the math work out? 1.5 cannot replace 2. Therefore, we'll have a diminishing workforce. If you remember Danny Williams, before he resigned last year, he mentioned Newfoundland needs more people to work because we do not have enough people to fill our workforce. So what do you suggest? Study up, work hard, get yourself well trained. Learn your good skill, and you will have plenty of time, plenty of opportunities to improve and take on senior management positions. Last week, the Federal Minister of Transportation went to Harbour Grace, and he gave a talk. Same thing he mentioned, Canada would not have enough people to carry on the torch. Make sure you tell your young children to learn and get yourself equipped for the future. There's lots of opportunities in Newfoundland and Canada. Because our population is shrinking, economy will of course shrink. You have less labor, less output, less GDP, and therefore a downturn of your economy. How are we going to help this? This is why a lot of countries, they rely on immigration. But according to Statistics Canada, immigration only takes up 60% of the growth of our labor force, of our population. So based on immigration is not enough. We have to find a way to improve the economy and the productivity in 10 years' time. What about the social impact? That's easy to learn, easy to know. Think about it. If you have only 1.5 children per family, some may have only 1 child. Imagine this kid grow up without a brother, without a sister, and then no uncle, no aunties. It's a different world, different ballgame. And kids, they tend to travel afar to learn, to study, to look for jobs. Imagine, compared to 25 years ago, the parents and family are all together. And now, the kids are away. The baby boomers, when they're retired, they are going to look at being isolated more than their children, more than their parents did. It will have a dramatic effect on their senior lifestyles. And also, you have more diversified population. You have more immigrants coming in. You have to look at other industries that cater for cultural diversities. Industry that favor holiday packages for the baby boomer retires. Packages for entertainment for seniors. Packages for vacation or cruises like that. You're looking at brand new industry coming up just to cater for these baby boomers. Now, as a sum up, the age getting older in a population do have a dramatic effect. Imagine that you have an increasing number of people with a lesser and lesser number to people to fill in the jobs. And this is why if you don't do anything now, in 10 or 15 years' time, it will be too late. It is a time bomb and you have to think about it. It's actually more urgent than the global warming problem. As I sum up now, I'll tell you, aging is not too bad. Let me put it to you in a lighter thing. The secret, according to Mick Jagger, to stay young, or Lucy Ball, sorry, is to live honestly, eat slowly, and not to think about your age, and aging will not be an issue. Thank you.